Hi sweets, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing as amazing as I, and thank you for tuning back in. If you're new to my channel, my name is Yancy and I am a makeup artist by profession. And today I'm going to finally give my review in the Colourpop Pretty Fresh. Not the entire line because I'm missing the concealer, and I have watched a couple of reviews on him and everyone says that it is extremely good, but they didn't have my shade when I ordered everything from the brand. I ordered the Tinted Moisturizer. The shade that I grabbed, it is medium 10N. I also got the setting spray. And last but not least, I got the Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer. Setting spray also has the hyaluronic acid. So far, I have been liking a lot these three products. The mist in the setting spray is absolutely amazing, and the scent I think is kind of coconut, but don't trust me on that. I also like a lot the primer. It is kind of a jelly consistency. Let's just go to the actual application of it. I have already applied my morning routine, but for today I'm gonna use a different primers just to keep on trying different things to know which one works better with the other one. I'm gonna use the Touch and Soul No Poreblem Prime Essence. I used this primer a couple of times before this one, and I like light things for my complexion, especially if it is the prepping or the actual complexion products. And I'm going to use the Cover FX Blurring Primer for my pores, just a touch of it to smooth out this pore area. I'm going to use the Tinted Moisturizer. I have used it with a different brushes. I have liked each one of the applications. Today I'm going to use this one. This is the Luxie 680. This is a precision face brush. Firstly, I'm going to press it into my skin. I just use one pump and I apply it all over my entire complexion. I have worn, I think, twice I have worn just one pump, and I think 3 times I have just worn one pump, and 2 times, counting this one, I have used almost 2 pumps. I'm gonna dot it first in the center of my complexion, and then I'm gonna start blending it. Since it is a tinted moisturizer, I apply it also all over my eye area. If you are into full coverage, you won't like this at all, but this is kind of my cup of tea because I'm not into full coverage. I don't like how my skin looks. It is my personal preference, but if you are, let me tell you that this won't do for you. You can build it up, but you will never get it to the point of a full coverage. I'm going to color correct a little bit my eyes because this is allergy season and I have a lot of darkness in my eye area, so I'm going to color correct that. I'm gonna use the NYX Color Correcting Concealer, and I'm gonna go with this kind of a salmon shade, and I'm going to apply it in the areas where I need a little bit of brightness. You can either apply it with a brush or you can do as that I'm using my finger to just press it in. Now for concealer, I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear. I'm still in the fence with this concealer, same with the foundation. I think almost everybody loved the foundation and I still haven't been completely full-blown by it. I like other ones rather more than that one. I'm gonna use Cashmere 330, and I'm just going to dot a little bit exactly in the places where I have applied my color correcting. And I'm going to blend it with my Sephora Pro 57 brush, and I think with just one dot it was plenty for me, but I will work it into my complexion. It is too light for what I'm wearing in my complexion. That's why I'm trying so hard to blend it as much as I can. To set my under eye, I'm gonna use my Rimmell Stay Matte Long Lasting Press Powder. This is in the shade Buff Beige. And I'm using my Real Techniques setting brush, and I'm just pressing this powder into my under eye, and at least with the powder now, it looks a lot more better. Now to set the rest of my complexion, I'm gonna go with my Becca Cosmetic Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. And I'm using this Royal and Land Nickel powder brush to set my entire complexion. I'm gonna use a new bronzer for me. This is the Lovecraft Beauty. I got this in one of my Ipsy bags and I haven't tried it yet. I really like the emblem of the brand. This is the bronzer. It's a little bit of warm tone bronzer, but we will make do's. And also it has a mirror inside, which is helpful. And I'm gonna use this to bronze my skin a little bit. It is blending really nice and easily. By the way, I'm using the same powder brush that I use for setting my entire complexion. It has a lot of pigment because I just took a little bit from the pan, and look how much it has applied. And when I say I just took a little bit, it was from just one of the sides of the brush. I didn't dip the brush entirely in the pan, so it has a lot of pigment. Now for blush, this is another product that I got in one of my Etsy bags. Also, I haven't tested yet. This is from the brand Sugar, and this is the Contour de Force mini blush. This is in the shade Peach Peak, and I like this shade a lot. I'm gonna use this Luxie Pro. I think this is the small contour one, but we are gonna use it for blush. And I'm going to apply it into my cheeks. I like a lot this shade. This is a matte blush, by the way, and it looks really, really nice. I'm gonna use this other blush. This I got it in another Ipsy bag. This is from Pixy. This is the Fresh Face Blush Peach Parfait, and I think I'm gonna use this as a topper because it looks like it has a little bit of a satin sheeny finish. So I'm just gonna take a little bit from the pan, and I'm going to apply it all over my cheek area just to see. Yeah, it has little specks of shimmer in it, and I don't mind at all to have a little bit of glow in my cheek. Yeah, that is nice. I'm trying a lot of new things, by the way, because I have a lot of little new things and I remember it and I brought them all out. Now for my highlighter, I'm going to use my Pretty Vulgar Shimmering Swam. This is in the shade 41, Glimmers of BS. I like this highlighter a lot. It is actually a true champagne shade. And I'm going to use another Royal and Land Nickel brush to apply it in the high points of my cheeks. And I'm gonna buff it into the rest of my cheek stuff. Now I'm gonna go again to my Rimmell London press powder, and I'm gonna buff everything into my complexion just to make sure that everything is well blended and mesh into one another. And last but not least, just to finish up with the complexion stuff, because I haven't done my eyebrows and I haven't done a look, I'm going to set everything in place with the setting mist. And this is how my complexion looks so far. I really like everything, how everything has worked together. Now I'm gonna do my eyes, and then we are going to regroup and let you know my final thoughts of the Colourpop Pretty Fresh products that I have been trying. So I have done my eye look. I'm gonna show you a couple of ways that I tested this product. The first one that you're gonna see, I use it with the primer that the line comes with, and I use the setting mist that the line comes with. Now I use a brush. It blends beautifully. It did an awesome job, and everything works beautifully into one another. All the products that I use, they mesh together really nicely. The longevity of this was excellent, so I don't have any complaints with the first time that I use it. The second time that I use it, which is the one that I'm showing you right now, I switch the primer. If I'm not mistaken, I use... No, my bad. The second time that I use it, I only use it with my skincare products, and I apply the Tinted Moisturizer with another brush just to see if it changed the appearance of it, and it works like a charm. I use another set of products for it. If I'm not mistaken, I use the Revlon, the Photo Candid concealer, and it look really good. They work together really nicely. The other products that I use for the rest of my complexion, also they work like a charm. I liked it, the longevity of it. I still got it, and I wore it the entire day, and I still got staying power. The other one that you're gonna see, which is the third one, it is the one that I'm showing you right now. I switch again the primer. I still use a brush. The primer that I use for this one, it was the Touch and Soul Poreblem primer, which is a silicone based primer, just to see how it performed with it. Also, it worked beautifully. It didn't change anything at all. I use another brush to do the application just to keep on testing how it looks. I use as a concealer, if I'm not mistaken, the Flower Beauty one. That is a really light concealer. It looked really good, everything together. It worked like a charm as the other times, and it lasts the entire day. I don't touch up, I don't do anything. I just, however I do my makeup the first time, it is how it's going to be the rest of the day, because I don't touch up, I don't do anything else. It looked gorgeous the entire day. The fourth test that I did to this Tinted Moisturizer, it is today, that as you saw, I use as a primer the Touch and Soul No Poreblem Prime Essence, which is a really light primer, and I use as a concealer the L'Oreal Infallible concealer, which I don't like much, but I wanted to see how a full coverage concealer looked and worked with this Tinted Moisturizer. I've been wearing this for almost 2 hours, and still everything is looking really nice. My freckles are showing up, which I don't mind. So overall, this is an amazing product. As I said, you can use it either way. It doesn't matter how you use it, it's gonna still work. So it would comes down to if you like a light coverage foundation, let's just say, or if you like a full coverage one. I like a light towards a medium one, so for me this is perfect for a daily basis. If you have used this product, leave it in the comments below and let me know which was your experience with it. By the way, each one of the tests that I did to this Tinted Moisturizer, I always set my Tinted Moisturizer. I don't leave any complexion product without setting it. I live in a humid climate, so I have to take that precaution. But if you live in a climate that you can wear anything without setting it. Good for you. Try it and let me know what experience. But I use the Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder and it worked beautifully. I use the Becca Hydra Set and Refresh Powder. It is the one that I used today. It worked like a charm. I use also, if I'm not mistaken, the Fenty Beauty one, and it worked beautifully as well. So I try to change and test this with everything that I like and that I have, to see if everything worked really nicely with it, and everything worked, which means that this is a really nice product and you don't have to stick to an entire Colourpop product to make it work. You can use anything with it and still you will get what it is supposed to do. For me, this is the best seller. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I really appreciate it. And if you want to get notified every time I upload a video, press the notifications bell. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.